Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the August 31st meeting of the Board of Public Service. This is a public meeting, and we do not have any hearings today, but we do have a letting. So at this time, I would ask the secretary to please proceed with our letting number 8733.
I'm waiting for Mr. Mike to bring them back in, bring the box in.
No? Oh, that's not even it. Okay, put that in. No. No, just that. Okay, should I go ahead? Okay, this is for letting number 8733. Window replacement, West Climate Control Plant, St. Louis Lambert International Airport. We have one bid from Reneri Construction LLC. The total bid amount is $848,764. 848,764.00. That's it.
Okay, thank you. At this time, I would ask the secretary to please call the roll and proceed with our meeting.
Director Eccles,
Present.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Isom,
Aye.
Director Russell,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Present.
Director Wilson,
Present.
and President Bradley.
Present, we have a quorum. I will call this meeting in order.
With President, recommendation that approval be given as follows. Resolution of the Board of Public Service extending the resolution suspending certain rules for selection committees for professional service agreement PSAs other than those established by Ordinance 64103 and applying only to PSAs established by Ordinance 64102 as amended by Ordinance 65109. Memorandum of Understanding between Jerry Ackerman Motor Company, Inc., property owner, and the City of St. Louis City, starting on September 9th, 2021 and ending October 31st, 2021. Scope of understanding, property owner is being granted a Board of Public Service permit for use of strip of land herein proposed street, depicted by drawing attached. Said proposed street is currently paved and curved and held out in all respects as an open public street. For the mutual interest of both property owner and city, the Board of Public Service will use reasonable efforts in initiating the internal city process to legally open to public and proposed street as a public street. Supplemental Agreement Number 14 to PSA 1192, Engineering Design Services for Airfield Projects, St. Louis Lambert International Airport with Crawford, Murphy and Tilly, Inc. This supplemental agreement is amended to modify the scope of work and is authorized by ordinance number 70272. Supplemental number 2 to PSA number 1246, Traffic Management Enhancement, Phase 4 with Crawford, Murphy and Tilly, Inc. This supplemental agreement is amended to modify the scope of work and is authorized by ordinance 71005. Facilities Management Division's new contract for pest control service with Rattler Pest Solutions. This contract provides pest control services to designated city-owned and operated facilities from September 1st through August 31st, 2022. When the Office of Special Events requests for the following to be approved with certain conditions. temporary outdoor seating, at International Tap House, 6217 Delmar Boulevard, from Mondays through Sundays, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. from September 1st to December 31st, 2021. 6 special events to be declared as festival zones. Urban Sprouts Gala in Blank at Kinnear Plaza on September 11, 2021, from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Event setup and tear down will be at 8 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. Grove Fest, The Grove on Manchester Avenue from Boyle to Hemp on October 2nd, 2021, from 2 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Event setup and tear down will be October 2nd from 6 a.m. to October 3rd, 2021 at 3 a.m. Northside Night Out, Herbert Street and Grand Boulevard and North Spring Avenue on October 5th, 2021, from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. St. Gabriel's Parish Picnic, Francis Park, on October 8th, 2021, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and October 9th, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Setup and tear down will be on October 7th at 5 p.m. and October 10th, 2021 at 2 a.m. NLC Socktober Fest, Locust between 14th Street and 15th Street on October 9th, 2021 from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. St. Louis Half Marathon at Forest Park on November 7th, 2021 from 5 a.m. to 3 a.m. The President and Directors of Human Services, Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 129406, request from Cortex Innovation Community to install a pedestrian crosswalk across Duncan Avenue in the 4200 block in the Cortex District to include new sidewalk ramps, truncated domes, and solar panel blinking lights at 4200 Duncan Avenue. President and the Director of Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved. Request from the Department of Streets to accept a truck donation from Ameren, Missouri. Specifically, the donation is in the form of a used Ford F-550 bucket truck, and that Ameren is removing from their fleet. Estimated value is $22,000. Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, recommendation that the following be approved. Extension of the contract for catering services at Kern Lakeside and Lafayette Park between Butler's Pantry Catering and the City of St. Louis for an additional 1 year from September 1st, 2021 to October 31st, 2022. Extension of the contract for catering services at Kern Lakeside and Lafayette Park between Hendry's Events and the City of St. Louis for an additional 1 year from September 1st, 2021 through October 31st, 2022. Extension of the contract for catering services at Kern Lakeside and Lafayette Park between Salt and Smoke and the City of St. Louis for an additional 1 year from September 1st, 2021 through August 31st, 2022. Director of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 129407 to subdivide the lot at 3337 and 3339 Nebraska Avenue for the creation of 2 fee simple townhomes in City Block 1507. Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that 4 applications from American Fiber Communications be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 127693, starting at an existing manhole at the southwest corner of South Broadway in Walnut Avenue, bore south for 863 feet and place a new manhole at the southwest corner of South Broadway in Spruce Street. Bore south 912 feet to the southwest corner of South Broadway and Sarah Street and place a new manhole. Or west for 629 feet, ending at the southwest corner of Sarah Street and South 7th Street and place a new handhole. Application number 127695, project begins at existing power pole at 2424 South 18th Street, bore 64 feet on the west, on the north side of North Victor Street to MoDOT right-of-way boundary. Application number 127696, project begins at proposed handhole at 1831 Victor Street, or 128 feet west on the north side of Victor Street, or 881 feet north on the east side of Lent Avenue, or 181 feet east on the south side of Shenandoah Avenue. Application number 127697, project begins at existing handhole at 2350 South 7th Street, or 357 feet south on the east side of South 7th Street, or 373 feet west on the north side of Victor Street to existing power pole. Joint recommendation that 4 applications from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 127670, AT&T contracted to access existing handhole at the front of 4565 McCree Avenue and bore 2-inch inter-ductile cable 225 feet east along the north side of McCree Avenue and place a 2x3 handhole at the front of 4565 McCree. Lane closure will be needed. Application number 127682, starting at an existing AT&T handhole located at the corner of South 7th Street and Park Avenue, side of 1316 South 7th Street. From this handhole, we will bore south down 7th Street for 398 feet and then enter the private property at 1515 South 7th Street. Application number 127683, starting at an existing AT&T handhole that will be placed on A023 ALX at the site of 2127 North 11th Street. From this handhole, make 2 separate placements. The first from the handhole at the site of 2127 North 11th Street and bore 123 feet west down Madison to the intersections of Hadley Street, where a new 3x2x3 handhole will be placed into sidewalk. Then bore north down the sidewalk of Hadley Street for 280 feet and another 3x2x3 handhole will be placed at the rear of 2127 North 11th Street. The second will start from the handhole at the side of 2127 North 11th Street and place for 219 feet through a 2-inch poly pipe and into a handhole at the corner of Madison Street and North 11th Street. This 2-inch poly pipe and handhole will also be placed on A023 ALX. From this handhole, we will bore north down 11th Street for 407 feet and place a new 3x2x3 handhole. We will bore north down 11th Street for 407 feet and place a new 3x2x3 handhole. Will be placed in the sidewalk at the front of 2127 North 11th Street and we'll meet up with the customer provided pipe that would take us onto the private property. Application number 127688, AT&T to access existing handhole at the rear of 3830 South Grand Boulevard and bore 50 feet of 2-inch interduct with cable south to enter customer's location at the rear of 3830 South Grand Boulevard. Joint recommendation that one application from Charter be approved subject to certain conditions. Application number 127665, starting at Spectrum Manhole 98 on Pine Street in front of 451 Pine Street, bore southeast along Pine Street 150 feet, then bore west 38 feet across Pine Street next to 100 North Broadway. All the rest of the work will be on customer property. Joint recommendation that 2 applications from MCI be approved subject to certain conditions. Application 127692, start by placing a new handhole at the northeast corner of Madison Street and North 13th Street. Bore north for 256 feet along the east side of North 13th Street to the southwest corner of North 13th Street and Clinton Street and place a new handhole. Bore east for 365 feet along the south side of Clinton Street to the front of 2100 Hadley Street. Turn and bore 255 feet south along the east side of Hadley Street to the northwest corner of Hadley Street and Madison Street. Turn and bore 10 feet ending at the northwest east corner of Hadley Street and Madison Street and placing a new handhole. Application number. This permit request has an L-shaped design. Start at 5631 Gravois Avenue. There is an existing handhole placed by Verizon Wireless. From the existing handhole at directional bore southwest 311 feet on north side of Gravois Avenue to tie into existing handhole at Gravois Avenue and Dresden Ave. From the existing handhole, a directional bore 196 feet south on the west side of Dresden Avenue to replace a medium handhole for 30 by 60 by 30 handhole. From the new handhole, a directional bore 1,059 feet south on the west side of Dresden Avenue and at Carlsbad Avenue, a 90-degree turn down with a directional bore to place a new handhole at the permit stop at 6058 Carlsbad Avenue. Joint recommendation that one application from TFC BJC Telecommunications be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 127700, starting at 4249 Clayton Avenue. We propose to install 2x4-inch PVC conduit encased in concrete to the existing TFC-BJC manhole number 88, located in the eastbound lane of Clayton Avenue. The conduit will be installed in an open excavated trench 24 inches wide by 40 inches deep. The conduit will be encased in concrete and backfilled with flowable fill. There was no conditional uses.
Thank you. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as presented? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve, please.
Motion to approve, Isom.
Okay, I have a motion from Kurt Scobie. Do I have a second?
Second Eccles.
Thank you. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Eccles?
Aye.
Director Hayes?
Abstain.
Director Isom?
Aye.
Director Russell?
Aye.
Director Scobie?
Aye.
Director Wilson?
Aye.
And President Bradley.
Aye, the minutes are approved. Today's agenda, questions or comments on today's agenda? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion, please.
Hayes, motion to approve.
Isom second.
Thank you. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Eccles?
Aye.
Director Hayes?
Aye.
Director Isom?
Aye.
Director Russell?
Aye.
Director Scobie?
Aye.
Director Wilson?
Aye.
President Bradley.
Aye, today's agenda is approved. Before we adjourn, are there any comments or questions from any of our board directors? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved, Hayes.
Second Eccles.
Thank you. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon.